Hello friends and welcome to the market commentary. So we are restarting the market commentary sessions, and every day around this time we'll be posting the videos, and I'll be giving you my views on index, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and then I'll be picking up some of the stocks for intraday sessions and for positional pickups. So coming to Nifty, first of all, on a 30-minute time frame, what I able to see is that Nifty has formed a textbook kind of double bottom chart pattern. So this is the first bottom and this is the second bottom, and this becomes your neckline. So now Nifty has already closed above this neckline. We need to see tomorrow's session, and if you see, that's the previous support. So that previous support, when that gets broken, it should actually act as a resistance. So it acted as resistance for once. Now that resistance itself has become your neckline for the pattern, and even that is also broken. So at most, this is the area which we can see that Nifty will be going to in the coming days. But looking at SGX Nifty, there is a 1.6% rise in Nifty already. So this zone is going to act as a resistance in the future. This is what evident to us on 30-minute time frame. So this rally will continue until here, and it will face a resistance over here. Now going to the higher time frames, is that also telling the same? So I have arranged my screen so that I can see 30 minutes to 1 month time frame in a single screen. So coming to the 60-minute time frame also, that's a clear double bottom chart pattern, and price is trying to rally towards this resistance zone. So looking bullish, 240-minute time frame. Actually, there is no clear picture here except for this support. So there is a horizontal support here in the form of a gap. This is the previous gap zone, and price has come down to this zone. This was the first time, second time, third time, and now it is the fourth time. Now every time it is coming towards this gap, the journey is actually reducing. You see, from this gap zone, measure the distance until here, and then measure the distance from here to here, from here to here, and from here to here. You will clearly see that this top is lower than this one. Again, this top is lower than this one. And all these tops, if you see, they are lower than the previous tops. So every time price is coming to that area, I think the significance of that area is now being lost. Even if it comes down, it still has a support in the form of 13,740. So roughly around this area. So a support or resistance can never be a single line. It should be in a zone format. So that will have a lower level and the upper level. So first of all, price is intact here. It is acting as a strong support on 240-minute time frame, and on 30 minutes and 60 minutes, there is a double bottom chart pattern. So yes, of course, there is a very huge gap here, which might act as a resistance. Now let's reconfirm this on the daily time frame as well. But on daily time frame, what am I able to see is that the price has come down to a very, very strong support zone. If you see from the March 23rd March 2020, whichever bottom has been made, and then the next bottom, which was made on 23rd September, almost 4 to 5 months. When you connect these two bottoms and project it towards the right, this is the first time that price has come to that area. And it is a trend line support as well as horizontal support, which is in form of a gap. So it should act as a strong support. Now, if Nifty finds a strong momentum here, it is going to break all the previous highs and it is going to go up. This is the first point, the conjunction of gap zone as well as the trend line support. If you look at the behavior of RSI, we know that there are something called as zone shifts and RSI 70 to 40 and 60 to 30. So there are certain zones in RSI. Now, if you see, every time RSI has come down to 40 level, it is acting as a strong support. Since when? Since Feb 2021. Anytime if it has come down to the 40 level, it is acting as a strong support. But the point regarding which you should be cautious is, since March, the value of RSI is trading in between 60 and 40, which is considered as a sideways zone. So RSI should trade above 60 for the price to be super bullish, and the value of RSI should trade below 40 for the price to be super bearish. These are called as super bullish zones and super bearish zones. Now, for this Nifty to be strongly bullish and to make new highs, first thing, it should jump from here and it should continue its rally, and it will break the previous high if the value of RSI is greater than 60. So, and it looks like in the coming days, Nifty is actually poised for an up run only. So what are the supporting factors for my observation? One is the long-term trend line support, the gap zone, which is acting as a support again, and Nifty taking support near 40. So the only thing that is left for me now, which can give a huge confirmation, is value of RSI is trading in between 40 and 60. That's my concern here. It should be above 60. So that's a sure shot confirmation that Nifty is going to go higher and higher. So if you are a conservative trader, you can wait until Nifty goes above 60. And if you are aggressive, you can start building your positions right now. How can you start building your positions right now? You can go with a bull put spread. So right now you can buy a put option, you can sell a put option over here in the money put option. You can buy one out of the money put option, which is the previous support level. So if this previous support level is broken, definitely it is going to go down. Other than that, there are no other strong supports. And if it goes up because you are on a bull put spread, that is going to give you profits. So in this scenario, I think bull put spread only is going to help you so that you can protect your downside. And if Nifty is going in your direction, the selling of put option will be giving you profits. Now coming to the weekly time frame. Again, the value of RSI is near to 60. It is still in the bullish zone only. So if we talk about 60 and 40 levels, we cannot be so precise like 60 means exactly 60. That should not be the case. You should give some sort of flexibility when you're talking about indicators, because these values, they should oscillate in between 0 and 100 only. So sometimes small spikes will be seen in these values. So on weekly time frame, this trend line support is already there. Along with that, the previous RSI bearish divergence, if you see, this second top is higher than the previous top and the second top is lower than the previous top. So this is an RSI bearish divergence. But although there was a bearish divergence, it did not act very strongly. It is taking more, it has already taken more than a month for Nifty and it is still not bearish. It is going sideways. So at any point of time, there might be a bounce back. So on weekly time frame, so if you still want to be so sure of bullishness, on weekly time frame, if the value of RSI of Nifty sustains above 60, definitely a good bullish run can be seen in Nifty. So monthly time frame, not many observations are there because the value of RSI is already above 60. That's a bullish zone itself. So that's my view on Nifty for coming days. Now going to the other index, which is Bank Nifty. So 30-minute time frame, it has already approached the strong resistance point, which is the previous gap zone as well as the previous support. So this support should now act as a resistance, and the gap zone is somewhere around here. So this is the resistance zone. It has already entered that. So when the price is inside the resistance zone, there's no point in taking that. When it is approaching resistance zone, you should be on short side. When it is approaching the support, you should be on the long side. It is already in this zone. So here we cannot make any conclusions out of it. Even on the hourly time frame also, not much of an observation can be made. On 4-hour time frame also, it is still having a very strong support over here. What is the zone? 29,600 to 29,200. This is the very strong support zone for Bank Nifty. On the daily time frame, trend line supports are not available to Bank Nifty. So price, it is very far away from the trend line support, the long term, which the same points which we connected for to Nifty. If we connect the same points here, that is not available for Bank Nifty, it is not going to act as support. Since we are on daily time frame, we can add some moving average and see 50 or 200 if it is nearing that. So I'm changing the look back period to 50. It is already trading below that, and then 200. So it is still above 200, which is definitely considered to be a bullish zone only. So we know that as per the textbook definition, bulls lie above the 200 moving average and bears lie below the 200 moving average. Then coming to weekly time frame, RSI has already come down. And it is now making a hidden divergence, actually, hidden bullish divergence. What is a hidden bullish divergence? The indicator will make a new low, but the price will make a higher low. So if you connect your bottoms, let me remove the lines, the support zones. So if you connect the bottoms here, price is still above. And if you connect the indicator, it is making a new low. So we need to have some sort of support over here, which can make the price bounce back. So if we turn on the pivot points, do we have any support there? Yearly pivot points, we don't have any support. And if we add the moving average, because mostly dynamic support and resistance, it is the moving average itself. Then horizontal support and resistance, it can either be the natural ones which you draw, or you can take the help of pivot points. Other than this, any complex indicator is of no use. It is only going to confuse you. So moving averages are far away from the current price. 20 is also not acting as a support. So moving average and pivot points, they are not supporting. We need to see what is going to happen. Clear indication is not there on weekly, but one indication is that the RSI is in favor of bulls here. So Bank Nifty is not actually showing any clear indication. So we can take help of the individual stocks of Bank Nifty to attain at a clear view. So we'll go to HDFC Bank. So Nifty's direction is clear, but Bank Nifty's direction is not clear to me. So I'm going to the individual constituents of Bank Nifty. So HDFC Bank, on 30-minute time frame, there is a hidden divergence. So price, the second top is lower than the first top, but if you see the RSI is higher, so that's an indication of bearishness here. And on hourly time frame, it is the same. On 4-hour time frame, let us draw that trend line support and see if that is going to help us in any way. It is still far away from that zone. So what is this telling us? Maybe on 30 and 60 minutes, there is a divergence. So it may come back, but still this trend line support is there for HDFC Bank as its rescue. So there is a horizontal support and there is also a trend line support for HDFC Bank exactly at 1355. So even if price comes back because of the hidden divergence on 30 minutes and 60 minutes, it is going to take support near 1355. So horizontal support, it has already acted. Now only the trend line support is remaining. But if it comes back, there is also a conjunction of both of them. So HDFC Bank, it is on the bull side only. So when HDFC Bank is on bull side, Bank Nifty should clearly show a bullish price action because that occupies 30% weightage in Bank Nifty. The next private bank, which occupies good amount of weightage like ICICI Bank and Kotak Bank. So what was the conclusion for HDFC Bank? Because on 30 minutes, there is a hidden divergence. Small bearishness can be seen, but it won't be more than 1355. The fall from 1400 or even above that, even if it falls from that height, 1355 is still there for HDFC Bank. Until 1355 is held, HDFC Bank cannot be bearish. And when that is not bearish, Bank Nifty cannot be bearish. So let us see the Bank Nifty's weightage once. I think in the month of March, the weightage was changed. HDFC Bank 28%, and now ICICI Bank's weightage is increased. So ICICI Bank, more or less, I think the same price action is observed even here. So you can draw a trend line resistance from the top. So this is the trend line resistance. When price approaches here, and if RSI goes above, that will be a hidden divergence. So on lower time frame, both ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank, both of them are showing bearish divergences only. But still, this hidden divergence is in a developing stage. In HDFC Bank, it was clear, but in ICICI Bank, it is still in a developing stage. So let's say ICICI Bank goes to this trend line resistance, then RSI also may go up. And it will be called as a hidden divergence when this value of RSI is greater than this previous stop, but the price is lower than the previous stop. only in that case you can see that the trend line resistance will be strong and price will be falling down. So hidden divergence in ICICI Bank is still in developing phase. It is not yet complete. And coming to the major supports on daily time frame, are there any major supports here? Yes, in the form of a gap, you have a support. And turn on the moving average 200, it is not near to that. 100, it has already crossed. Then the pivot points, it took support near S1 and it is now bouncing back. So ICICI Bank, it is not showing any clear bullish signal like how HDFC Bank was showing. In the same manner, ICICI Bank is not able to show a clear bullish signal. On a weekly time frame. So on a weekly time frame, you have that hidden divergence. Price making higher low and the indicator is making a lower low. But even if this happens, there should be a strong support to the stock. Only then it is going to be valid. So if you see, if I draw a horizontal line here, and I'll increase the width of the line. So that's the previous resistance, which is now going to act as a support. So this week, you should clearly observe how many more days are left for this week, 15th and 16th. So if this week it is able to establish a good green color candle and close in green at the highs of the week, then you can definitely say that ICICI Bank on a very long term time frame, it is exhibiting bullishness. That is what RSI hidden divergence on weekly time frame. On lower time frames, it is not showing us any clear signal because the signal is not yet developed at all. On a very high time frame, like even if you go to the monthly time frame also, see, it is already broken. The previous lifetime high, it was already broken with this Feb month candle. And now it is trying to take support there. So monthly and weekly, you should concentrate on these two higher levels. Once ICICI Bank also gives confirmation about bullishness, even Bank Nifty will also be bullish. And we know that Bank Nifty occupies 1/3 of weightage in Nifty as well. So Nifty also will become bullish. So HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Nifty and Bank Nifty, these are the ones which we have studied today. So these are my views. So we'll be continuing the market commentary sections like this only. And I request you to click on the bell icon, subscribe to our channel so that you'll be getting the alerts. Whenever we publish a video, you'll be getting the alerts. We'll continue to give you the recommendations like this on the stocks. And if you want to contact me, if you want to get trained on how to analyze a stock, how to enter, how to exit using the cash market as well as the derivatives, you can find my number in the description box. You can WhatsApp me. Please don't try to call. First, you WhatsApp me, and then if I feel like I cannot explain over the text message, then I'll be calling you. Thank you all for joining. Let's keep in touch through this market commentary.